The savanna is quiet. Too quiet. Not the calm of peace, but the kind of silence that feels heavy, as if the land itself is waiting for something terrible to happen. Dust drifts through the air, glowing softly in the sunlight. Each grain moves slowly, suspended, like time has decided to pause. The wind hesitates. The insects fall silent. Somewhere nearby, something is watching, unseen, unheard, patient. A giraffe freezes, towering above the grass. Its silhouette cuts sharply against the open sky. Tall, elegant, unmistakable. Moments ago, those long legs carried it forward with effortless grace. Each step calm, each movement measured. A picture of peace in a brutal land. Now, those same legs are targets. Muscles tighten beneath patterned skin. Ears twitch, rotating toward faint sounds hidden in the grass. Nostrils flare, pulling in the scent of danger. A single heartbeat pounds louder than the wind, louder than the world. Then, eyes glow from below, low to the ground, fixed, unblinking, predatory, focused, committed. The charge comes without warning. There is no roar of dominance, no dramatic pursuit across the plains, no heroic chase stretched out in time, only distance collapsing in an instant. The grass parts violently. The ground erupts beneath pounding feet. The space between predator and prey disappears in seconds. Instinct takes over, an instinct older than memory, older than fear, older than thought. The giraffe reacts. One explosive movement shatters the silence. A kick, sudden, brutal, precise. The force travels upward through massive muscles and solid bone, channeled into a single, devastating strike. Hoof meets skull, bone meets force. The sound is dull, heavy, final. The hunter collapses, its body folding into the dust it once ruled. Power neutralized, momentum erased. A life ended, not by rage, but by defense. The giraffe stands motionless, breathing heavy, heart racing, alive. In this land, beauty does not mean weakness, height does not mean safety, and elegance is often a disguise for lethal power. But survival never comes without cost. The giraffe scans the grass again, because one threat rarely comes alone, because weakness invites attention, because the savanna never forgets. Survival here is not about dominance. It is about timing, about awareness, about restraint, about knowing when to stand still and when to strike with everything you have. There are no second chances here, no mercy for hesitation, no forgiveness for mistakes. The savanna rewards only those who react, not those who hesitate. Here, survival is decided in seconds. One miscalculation, one late reaction, one failed step, and death arrives quietly, without ceremony, without apology. The dust settles again. The wind resumes its breath. The insects return to their song. The silence comes back, but nothing is the same. Because in the savanna, every calm moment is borrowed time, and every survivor carries the memory of how close death truly was. But survival leaves scars. It always does. No victory in the world is clean. No escape comes without cost. No life is preserved without a price, written into flesh, muscle, and bone. Blood stains the dust beneath the giraffe's hooves. Dark, fresh, impossible to hide. Each drop marks a moment when death came close enough to touch, close enough to claim, close enough to remind the creature life is fragile. A leg falters, not dramatically, not all at once, just enough to change the rhythm. And in the savanna, rhythm is everything. A faltering step can mean the difference between life and death. Pain pulses upward through muscle and joint, spreading deliberately. Each movement becomes a test of will. The body wants to rest. It wants to collapse. It cries out for relief. But stopping is not an option. The giraffe slows, not by choice, but because injury demands payment for survival. Each step becomes a calculation, each breath, a measure of endurance. Predators notice weakness instantly. They do not wait. They do not hesitate. They only need opportunity. Eyes track the uneven gait. Ears catch the altered rhythm. Nostrils draw in the metallic scent of blood on hot air. The injured giraffe moves cautiously now, each step intentional, each pause measured, each breath drawn deeper than the last. Every pause is a risk. Every second standing still an invitation. The savanna stretches moments into eternities, Pain sharpens instinct. It strips distraction. It removes hesitation. It leaves only awareness. The giraffe scans constantly, left, right, behind, knowing danger rarely comes from where it was last seen. Every shadow a threat. Every whisper could mean death. Another shadow moves through the grass. Muscles tense. Heartbeat accelerates. Then, another charge. Faster than expected. Closer than comfort allows. Muscles scream as a giraffe pivots. A leg swings. A kick. Slower this time. Heavier. Less fluid. But still devastating. The force lands, halting the attack. Even wounded, the giraffe remains lethal. The hunter stumbles back, unwilling to pay the price today. The threat retreats, not defeated, just delayed. Survival is not about perfection. It is about refusal. Refusing to fall. Refusing to collapse. Refusing to let pain have the final word. Even wounded, the giraffe stands, leg trembling, breath ragged, eyes locked on the horizon. Stopping means dying. The Savannah does not care how hard the fight was. It only recognizes movement. Every step forward is a decision. Every second alive is earned. As the sun climbs, as dust clings to blood and sweat, the giraffe moves on. Not unbroken, not safe, but alive, scarred, marked, still standing. Survival is not escaping without damage. It is continuing, even when everything hurts, even when every bone protests, and refusing to give death the moment it has been waiting for. Endurance is strength. Resilience is power. Life belongs to those who refuse to surrender. A calf stumbles. The Savannah holds its breath. The wind seems to pause, carrying dust in slow motion, as if the earth itself waits for what comes next. Predators do not see innocence. They do not see youth or fragility. They see opportunity. They see weakness. They see a moment to strike. A moment to claim life before it even begins. The mother turns. No hesitation. No calculation. No second thought. Every instinct fires at once. She positions herself between death and her young. A living wall of power and protection. Hooves rise. The ground trembles beneath them. Muscles coil. Tension stretches through every sinew. Her eyes lock on the threat. Every breath is a promise. Not today. One kick launches forward. It lands with thunderous force. The predator is thrown back. The earth shakes under the collision. Every grain of dust vibrates from the impact. This is not aggression born of anger. It is not vengeance. It is pure instinct, encoded in blood, refined over millennia of survival. A language older than memory, older than the grass, older than the wind. Family changes everything. Fear sharpens focus. Hunger retreats. Confidence falters in the presence of unwavering protection. The calf wobbles, shivering, eyes wide with terror and trust. It survives, not because it is fast, clever, or lucky. It survives because it is defended, because someone refuses to yield. Around them, the Savannah continues its silent watch. Shadows lengthen. The predator retreats, nursing pride and pain. Life is preserved not in ease, but in the courage to fight when everything is at stake. The mother lowers her head. Muscles relax but remain ready. The calf steadies its legs. Dust rises in tiny clouds as it finds balance. Every heartbeat a reminder. Survival is not accidental. It is earned. It is defended. It is written in the courage of those who refuse to look away. And in this moment, the Savannah remembers. Family protects. Instinct commands. Life endures. The calf survives. The predator learns caution. And the mother, silent and watchful, returns her gaze to the horizon, ever vigilant, ever ready. Because in the wild, protection is as vital as strength. And the bonds of family, unbreakable, sacred, alive. They are the reason life persists when danger lurks in every shadow. Here, survival is not measured in speed or cunning alone. It is measured in courage, instinct, and the willingness to risk everything for those you love. And today, that courage has preserved another life. Then the fire comes. Flames race across the plains, licking dry grass with relentless hunger. Smoke thickens the air, turning day into a fiery haze. The sun disappears behind a curtain of ash and embers. The world becomes a blur of orange, red, and black. Predators and prey are forced together. Desperation erases distance. Rivalries fade. Fear becomes the only law. Every movement is calculated, every breath a gamble. Visibility vanishes. The roar of a lion echoes through the smoke. A hyena's laugh pierces the chaos. The crackle of fire and snapping branches drowns all else. Instinct takes over. The savanna itself seems alive, unpredictable, and deadly. Through smoke and sparks, a giraffe stands its ground. Its long neck stretches upward, nostrils flaring, eyes wide and alert, every muscle taut, every joint ready. It senses the predators drawn too close by panic, by the narrowing of the world into smoke and heat. A predator lunges, blinded by fire and fury. The giraffe reacts instinctively. A kick flashes through firelight, hooves cutting the smoky air. The predator staggers back, stunned, scorched, and reminded that even in chaos, some forces cannot be ignored. This is a final warning, a strike not born of hate, but survival. Flames twist around trees and scorched earth, creating a surreal battlefield. The smell of burning grass mixes with sweat, blood, and fear. Every heartbeat is amplified, every step a calculation. When the flames finally die, silence returns. The roar of fire fades into the distant crackle of embers. Charred earth and fallen branches mark what was lost. Scars remain. Loss is written into the land itself. But survivors stand. The giraffe endures, not undefeated, not untouched, but unbroken. It moves slowly, nostrils flaring, eyes scanning, muscles ready for the next challenge. The fire has tested strength, courage, and instinct. It has proven that survival is not measured by dominance alone, nor by speed or cunning. Because in the savanna, survival is about knowing when to stand tall, when to protect what matters, and when to strike. Every scar tells a story. Every cautious step carries the weight of experience. The giraffe walks on, a living testament to resilience, to courage, to life continuing. Even when everything around it burns, the land will heal. The predators will hunt again. The fire will return someday. But for now, this giraffe survives, and in its entrance, we see the truth of the wild. Survival is never about overpowering the world. It is about navigating it with awareness, courage, and unwavering instinct.